Notice of all income tax laws repealed, your name or organization. Your address. City, state, zip code. Email address. Phone number. Date. 2. Recipient's name or organization. Recipient's address. City, state, zip code. Subject. Formal notice regarding the repeal of all income tax laws. Dear, recipient's name. Legal basis for this notice. This letter serves as formal notification regarding the repeal or invalidation of all income tax laws, rendering such taxation legally unenforceable. Historical and statutory records confirm that no constitutionally valid law currently mandates the collection of income taxes from private individuals within the several states. Any continued enforcement of income tax laws may constitute fraud, misrepresentation, and unlawful coercion in violation of constitutional rights and due process. 1. Lack of constitutional authority for income taxation. No statute or amendment has ever properly established a direct, unapportioned tax on income within the constitutional framework. 2. Historical repeal and legislative absence. Examination of statutory laws reveals repeals, amendments, and legislative changes that undermine any existing lawful authority for income tax enforcement. 3. Jurisdictional and legal limitations. The federal government lacks authority to impose direct income taxes without proper apportionment among the states as required by the U.S. Constitution. 4. Implications for taxation agencies. Any continued enforcement of such repealed or invalidated tax laws may be considered a violation of due process, fraud, or unlawful government overreach. Immediate required actions. 1. Cease and desist all income tax enforcement. Any demands, assessments, or enforcement actions related to income tax must be halted immediately. 2. Provide legal proof of valid statutory authority. If any agency asserts continued enforcement, they must provide verifiable documentation demonstrating the lawful basis for such actions. 3. Issue a public clarification on the status of income tax laws. Responsible entities must formally acknowledge the absence of a valid income tax law and adjust public policy accordingly. Legal consequences for noncompliance. Failure to recognize and adhere to the repeal of income tax laws may result in judicial and administrative challenges. Courts and legal authorities may intervene to review and overturn unlawful tax enforcement actions. Liability for rights violations. Any agency or official attempting to enforce income tax laws may be held accountable for fraud, coercion, and constitutional violations. Public and legal scrutiny. Continued misrepresentation of tax law status may result in reputational harm, regulatory sanctions, and civil liability. This notice serves as official documentation asserting the legal repeal of income tax laws and the necessity for immediate cessation of unlawful enforcement. Any failure to comply with this notice shall be met with full legal challenge and enforcement measures. A response addressing this matter is expected no later than specific date. If further clarification is required, you may contact me at your contact information. Sincerely. Your name. Your position, if applicable. Your organization name, if applicable. Enclosures, list any attached documents.